Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is CryptoTakeOver, coming back with another video for y'all again this evening. Today I wanted to go over some charts that, alternative charts I guess you could say, some different websites that I tend to use here and there on a regular basis, maybe like once a week or so, just to get a chance to like verify if I'm in a certain swing trade or something like that too. And I want to share those with y'all this evening. So it's a list of different websites. But if y'all are interested in that, please stick around, and we'll be going over Bitcoin today as well. And please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that way y'all can be updated every time I make a video. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so let's get started here with the Bitcoin charts real quick, and then we'll kind of make our way through some of the other websites that I can use as reference if I'm deciding like, oh well, I don't know exactly what Bitcoin wants to do, and to just get other references, because we have to look at both sides on each analysis, and basically to decide to make our final conclusion. Well, is it going up or down? I mean, it can only go a couple of different ways, right? It's already going sideways. So all right, so with that being said, it does look here like on our 1 hour we had put in a sell signal as well. We're kind of trending under some of our EMAs right now too. We have our 200 that's down here in our white, kind of trending right now. That could be a support line for us as well. We did come back down and retest the trend line, so I would feel like we need to come back up just a little bit. You kind of see that we've kind of tested up a tad bit, but not to where we kind of were hoping for, is like 8,900, I guess. But we are kind of trending under some of the EMAs, so these probably will act as resistance for us. This is our 21 is our orange, and then our 100 is our red here as well. So let's take a look at the SR and just see what our pivot points might be. Our high pivot point is 87, about 87, and a low pivot point would be about 85. So one thing that Flopping Groper, who is CryptoFace's brother, and the way that we kind of use SR in a sense is that if we start to see a staircase of our pivot points start to trail upwards, then that does mean we kind of are headed in an upwards trajectory. So we've had our staircases moving up here, and it does kind of look like we're staircasing down a little bit, but we did have a staircase back up. So we'll just have to see exactly what the staircase wants to do on our pivot high and lows here as well. See if we are trending under the VWAP as well right now too. So we're gonna have some resistance probably getting up to the top side, some support or some resistance points. Let's take a look at our 2 hour here, see what's happening. We still have a buy on our 2 hour, so with a nice little doji here as well to send us back to the upside. Let's take off our SR and we'll jump into our 4 hour, kind of see what's happening here as well. 4 hours looking, had a nice little red diamond here as well. That's the first I've seen a red diamond. So 4 hour red diamond, not a good indication, y'all, that we could probably come back down and retest this trend line support, or maybe even this 200 or this 100 on our 4 hour moving average here, which would probably be about 8,300. So I think we were kind of hoping that we can move to the upside, but I think some people had a like kind of like a bear flag, or I mean a bear flag drawn out here, and ascending like kind of wedge here as well to the top side. Something kind of relevant to maybe like this, and then here possibly, and breaking out of that, it could send us back down into this channel. So that's just something we need to be aware of. But the fact that we do have that blood diamond on our 4 hour is an indication that we will probably see some downwards trajectory here as well. And we probably will be putting in a sell signal here pretty soon to fulfill that blood diamond. Let's take a look at our 6 hour. So 6. This is our 21 right here in our orange. Trending below it right now on our 6 hour as well. So it looks like we're hitting some resistance right now, to be honest. Seeing a red dot here on our 8 hour could send us down just a little bit. Money flow is looking nice though, kind of maybe gonna, it probably wouldn't be a major sell-off. If anything, we'd probably come back down and retest this trend line support, and then maybe kind of bounce back up from there. 12-hour sell still there. Green money flow still on our 12-hour as well. Let's take a look at our 1 day. Oh, we got a 1 day sell signal. Wow, y'all. Okay. And it is confirmed. So I guess I didn't see this 1 day go in yesterday, but this 1 day sell signal is pretty relevant. So just to give a heads up on that too. Money flow was kind of peeking into the green a little bit, but I feel like this sell signal is going to be kind of instrumental for us to just keep aware of and keep a keen eye out on some things too. But we did have a nice cut into our blue wave here on our Cipher B, which will, sending us down pretty heavily right now too. RSI is kind of looking overbought a little bit as well. So yeah, we are above our 70s on our RSIs, which indicates that we are in a little bit of an overbought position right now. So that's just one thing to be aware of, y'all. Some information there that you probably won't get on any other channel, especially with me having Market Cipher and everything else too, and all the paid groups that I'm in, and getting a lot of mentorship from a lot of other people as well too. But tell me what y'all think about that 1 day sell signal. Or y'all, how does that make y'all feel right now? And so as you can see, we're kind of having a little bit of a golden cross here. Might not indicate too much, but from the 21 to the 100 as well. Just see if we've had any of that back in the past here. But I feel that we kind of might come back down and retest that. It does look like we are topping out here on our Cipher B on our 3-day as well, with money flow kind of dragging us down there. Let's take a look at our 5-day. 5-day kind of pushing to the upside here still, anticipating maybe a death cross happening as well. We have a blue triangle indicating a reversal sign, so maybe of an uptrend. We'll see if that lasts long though. Usually once we hit these blue triangles, sometimes it could indicate that it could be a stopping point as well too. Kind of want to see if we've had any other blue triangles that have kind of stopped us out. So back here you can see a blue triangle, but then we still continued. So usually when we put in blue triangles or green dots on our Cipher A, it's an indication that we need to have a little bit more momentum to the upside to push us further up. So if we're not seeing the momentum, then I feel that could be a turning point for us as well. But we do have some green money flow here on our 5-day as well. Let's take a look at our weekly. And then our weekly is showing us, so kind of peeking into the green money flow here as well too. Yeah. But we are clipping down just a tad bit here on our VWAP. So that could indicate some downwards movement as well. It's really going to be anticipating what our money flow decides to do, if it's going to end up making a bigger green wave for us, or if it's going to start to clip back down, to maybe have more of a red tone to it. I did want to take a look at our 5-day again, because our 5-day on our Cipher B was clipping down kind of to maybe indicate that it wanted to give us another red dot. But as you can see here, it's kind of clipping down just a tad bit. But our money flow is still pretty heavily in the green. Kind of looks like it's topping out a little bit back here as well. Maybe gonna put in like a parabola towards the downside on our money flow. Could be an indication. Let's take a look at our 2-week. 2-week red money flow kind of clipping down there a little bit too. Sorry about that. But then also having our VWAP still looks pretty strong here to the upside as well. So y'all, I would say that we're definitely going to see some downwards momentum based on that 1 day. And let's just take a look at the monthly here. Still a huge doji candle. Or not even doji, but yeah, it is a doji. It's the Darth Maul freaking wicks right here. It's just pretty wild. Still no green dot here on our monthly yet. It does look like it kind of wants to move up to the upside to maybe put in a green dot, but I would say based on the end of this month and how this month closes, will determine a little bit more for us, and projection out to the next few months as well. But I would say this one day sell signal is pretty strong indication that we will probably have some downwards momentum here pretty soon. So just be aware of that. Stay safe out there trading if you are trading. And yeah, y'all can just keep an eye on that too. Let's get started here. So I am going to go over a few different websites that I would recommend that y'all check out. I will be sending out a link to the websites in our newsletter. So if y'all are interested in some of the links that I provide, go ahead and get signed up for the newsletter. First link down in the description box below. I'd like to send them out, every once in a while. I've started to send them out a little bit more often when I upload as well too. But I'm going to be doing a giveaway probably at 5,000 subs. So if y'all are interested in that, y'all need to be signed up for the newsletter too. And I'll keep y'all posted on that as well. I do have a Patreon group that y'all can sign up for. And right now I have a post in there about the 2 altcoins that I'm currently in heavy accumulation of that I think will outperform Bitcoin and maybe even do better than Bitcoin in the total market cap value eventually later on. We just had a lot of interesting sentiment about Bitcoin as well too, and I want to show y'all something that I was kind of interested in, but that is the Patreon group there. I do have a Discord group that y'all can get signed up for and a Telegram group. I'd recommend y'all sign up for those. I keep people up to date on signals that I'm getting with Market Cipher as well in the Telegram group, so if y'all are interested in that, please check it out. But I did have that video yesterday about Satoshi's vision and how it could be pretty detrimental to the crypto space in general if something does happen with Craig Wright or whatever. But I did want to show y'all something here. So let me see if I can save this to show y'all. But yeah, it was basically talking about how money flow has been part of an interesting thing. So and this is just how Bitcoin has started to fall off just a tad bit. And it says the Bilderberg Group represents the banking policy elite, chairman of Bilderberg, CEO, chairman of AXA, and AXA invested 55 million in Blockstream. Blockstream does the programming for Bitcoin. Blockstream crippled BTC in high fees so that people will have the use of Lightning Network, a Blockstream project for everyday transactions. And so we've seen how people started to push for Lightning Network. It's kind of hard to adopt right now though, so that's kind of the weird part, is that, why are they making adoption so hard, especially with the Lightning Network, and how it's almost like a separate Bitcoin than actually the original Bitcoin. It's just very confusing. So I definitely feel like there's something up right now. And it says here, the Bilderberg Group, which represents the banking political elite, has taken over Bitcoin, crippled it, and turned it into a currency system that they control and profit from. And actually, I did do a little bit more research into this, but Blockstream was then funded in 2018, and that was literally right after our run up in 2017. So, the Bilderberg Group got what they needed out of Bitcoin during that 2017 run up, and they've just been kind of keeping it suppressed ever since then too. So we do have to acknowledge this for kind of what it is as well, and understand that something is just up with Bitcoin right now, and that I wish I could say be a moon boy for the for everyone's sake, but we have to consider kind of everything, and also look at bearish predicament as well too. This is just something I wanted to share with y'all based on the video I put out yesterday with Satoshi's vision and Craig Wright and this and that. But honestly, and with that being said, I have some information, but it's going to be in my Patreon group about one coin that will probably end up topping Bitcoin in market cap value. Now that's a pretty bold predicament, right? And you're saying, well, what could actually end up topping out Bitcoin in market cap value? And I'll tell you right now that it actually is one of the coins in the top 10 listed here on CoinMarketCap. But in order to get that information, you're gonna have to be part of the Patreon group. This is information that I paid for through other premium groups that I'm also in as well too. But yeah, Very interesting stuff, y'all. I think that Bitcoin has been compromised for the most part, and that we just need to kind of be aware of this. Not to say that it can't, reach 100K, within a couple of years, but it's going to take a lot longer than I think we've expected. And I think that we're going to have better chances to outperform Bitcoin with other altcoins as well. So if y'all are interested in that, y'all can join the Patreon group. I have a private video in there, and I probably will upload more private videos into my Patreon group as well. Um, Also, if you own a company, I'd recommend looking into unstoppable domains. You can get your .crypto domain and also your .zil domain as well, to start having people send donations or payments to your .crypto domain. I am using the TradingView account, so if y'all are interested in that, please sign up with the link in the description below. And if y'all are interested in just hodling, like I said, Bitcoin could end up reaching 100K within a couple years, And if you're just sitting on Bitcoin, not trying to get the quick gains overnight with trading, then I'd recommend using a Ledger X or Ledger Nano S. I use both of them. I like the X because you can just use it on your phone, and the S is just kind of one of those that you just keep stored away and just sit on it, So with that being said, let's jump into some of these websites that I did have listed for y'all this evening, and that I will be sending out to the newsletter group as well. So we do have our crypto fear and greed index. Sorry about that, which is listed here right now at 52% neutral. So we are kind of getting into the greedy territory, which means that people could sell off. But we've seen the fear index, all the way down at 20 or 15% sometimes. So and that's when you definitely want to be in heavy accumulation. So it's just kind of reference here. You can see the chart based on where price is at right now and what the fear and greed index had been at those different times as well. The next website is Webull Charts. So this is actually a website run by Willy Woo, who is a well-known crypto advocate in the space as well. But this is one chart that I like to look at, which is the difficulty ribbon. And as these ribbons start to compress with the difficulty progressing for the miners, then this indicates that we will have an explosive run up pretty soon. And so what people are starting to see right now is that we've had these compressions happen, and that we've started to move to the upside a little bit. And as you can see here, we are starting to have a little bit of a compression on our top ribbons. But and that could indicate that we do have some further momentum to the upside. But as you can see here, we've had further top compressions as well, but it still kind of indicates that we're almost at bottom, but not quite there yet. So these compressions here that indicate, okay, well, we're almost at bottom, but not quite there yet. And that could be that same indication here, that we're very close to the bottom, but not quite there yet. So this is just a chart that y'all can keep an eye out on, that Willy Woo makes. I do have the Tensor chart, so this is a very interesting kind of chart database as well. But this allows you to look at order books from different exchanges. So one order book that I like to look at is there's the Coinbase order book. It's very helpful, and you can save each one here as a favorite if you'd like. And then also the Binance order book is another good one too. They deal with the Tether. So you can take a look at both of these different order books and decide, okay, well, if we do have a big sell-off or a big run-up, where are the biggest orders at that level that could be support or resistance for us? So if we do end up dropping, 8,450 is a pretty big order at 337 Bitcoin there. So that's a pretty big order at 8,400. And then if we have a big sell-off, this is on Binance, or if we have a big buying opportunity come in, then I would say 9K is a good is a spot that might be some resistance, because it looks like we have 206 Bitcoin that are going to be selling at $9,000 there too. So this is a cool chart that you can look at for different exchanges, Tensor charts. And then also arg.trade. It basically just has a running list of orders being put in through BitMEX, Bitfinex, Bybit, I think they have on there as well too. You can have all the exchanges that you want here, Bybit one. Coindex, Huobi, and it basically just has a running order book for you here to see what orders are being put in, how much, if they're long or short. The reds are the shorts, the greens are the buys, and the longs. So this is another kind of interesting order book that y'all can take a look at too if y'all are in a trade right now and y'all are just kind of curious what direction the market might be going. Glassnode has a few different charts on here as well. So Glassnode Studio, but this is new addresses that are being made as the Bitcoin price runs up. So some cool looking charts for y'all to look at, y'all. Like I said, I look at these every so often. I don't use them on a regular day-to-day basis, but every so often I'll glance at them just to see how Bitcoin's doing and what kind of direction I feel like the market is going to head to in the next couple of months or so. CoinLib is another great website. You can see the money flow from where money is coming in and out of at. And as you can see, a lot of people are in Tether that are moving into Bitcoin, in and out of Bitcoin, especially through Tether. And I feel like Tether's just kind of one of those too big to fail kind of companies as well. Even though there's a lot of controversy around Tether, as for the most part. And then we have second here is our US dollar money flow, which is the second moving in and out of the most. I find it interesting that the US is second to this, but I guess a lot of the Chinese are already in Tether for the most part, so they can just move in and out of Tether, and it doesn't show the yuan here to be much of an influx of money flow. We have our Bitfinex charts, our Bitfinex longs and shorts as they stack up. So we have our Bitfinex that is currently more longs stacked on top of shorts, BitMEX more longs stacked on top of shorts. So we can kind of see this. Binance is actually the opposite. Shorts are stacked up on top of longs. So y'all can glance at this throughout the day too as well. These kind of fluctuate for the most part to decide what side of the market you'd rather be on. And this is a nice Bitcoin Cash kind of charts too. But I think they also have BTC on here too. So you can do BTC charts. This is in bitcoin.com, and you can look at the core price, market cap, daily transactions, money supply, the hash rate, the block size, the block time. So a bunch of cool charts that y'all can look at on here too. Data mesh. This is basically who's funding what. So one of the key principles when trading too that y'all can learn from a lot of different traders is are longs funding shorts or shorts funding longs. This is using positions, I think, on BitMEX, if I'm not mistaken. Or this is Bitfinex, sorry. But you can see who's funding what at what time. And these are our longs that are getting funded or our shorts getting funded. And it kind of looks like our shorts are getting funded a little bit more than our longs right now. Bybit also has this, and I can show y'all where Bybit has that on their charts as well, if most of y'all are using Bybit too. But you can see here in Bybit, we have our funding rate, and this would be, if this is in the negative, then that means that the longs are getting funded. But if it's in the positive, you can read here, if negative, shorts will pay longs. If positive, longs will pay shorts. So as you can see, we're positive right now, so that means the longs are paying the shorts. So that's just a cool, interesting thing. If you're getting in a trade or whatever, can decide what you want to do from the funding metric. And then look into Bitcoin. We can look at some more interesting charts here too. We have our 200-week moving average heat map, a bunch of different cool charts, stock to flow model ratio. This is one that a lot of people like to look at as well too. Bitcoin network momentum, logarithmic growth curves as well. So I know this is a long-term chart that a lot of people like to look at for the most part too. To just show like that rainbow chart that is also, I think, another cool one that y'all can check out. Let me see if I can pull that one up here. Yeah, this is also a fun one that y'all can check out too. I think that's it. I don't remember which one it is. All right, so we'll come back to that. Then top fiat currencies. So actually, top fiat market cap has Bitcoin listed on here too as well. So you can see how Bitcoin pairs up with fiat systems, and you can see that Bitcoin is 36 out of total fiat market cap values, with the Chinese yuan being number one and the USD being second, and Bitcoin is ranked number 36. So that's a pretty cool chart to look at every once in a while to see where Bitcoin stacks up against our other fiat systems. Stock to flow model. This is another cool stock to flow chart that you can look at as well. Stock to flow ratio chart. And you can kind of see that we're kind of wanting to make our way up above this trend line here, halfway point. So maybe we can hold support there, or maybe we find it as resistance. You never know. Take a look there. We can have fiat leak. This basically determines where most of the money is coming from that is being moved into Bitcoin, and where most of the Bitcoin is being bought up from too as well. But as you can see, the US is heavily buying into Bitcoin, and the Japanese are heavily buying into Bitcoin as well. So I would say first would definitely be US that is buying mostly into Bitcoin, then Japanese probably second, and then some European countries as well buying into Bitcoin. So quite interesting to look at every once in a while. It changes, these are live charts for everyone to look at, so I just think it's cool to come reference these every once in a while as well. Let's see here. And then we have our crypto meter, which is another interesting metric that y'all can also take a look at as well. Longs versus shorts. And for the most part, this just determines our sell value and our buy value as well. So you can see a little bit more stacked up on the buying side. Current day volume, mostly sell side. And I did want to take a look at, if I could find some of these here. I'm probably not going to be able to find the rainbow chart. I thought it was on here, but I guess it's not. So, oh, there it is, official moon math. This is it. Yeah, let me drag this one over here. I'll show you all this. So this is the moon, the moon chart, or the moon boy chart, or the rainbow boy chart. I just think it's kind of cool. So our logarithmic progression, but using a rainbow chart. So it's kind of interesting. But as you can see here, we didn't quite move down into our bottom blue wave. So some people are saying, oh, well, we need to move into this bottom blue wave or come back down and retest this little lighter blue wave that we have here as well. Another fun chart that y'all can check out. But with that being said, y'all, those were the charts that I did want to provide for y'all today, and just kind of show y'all. I will be sending out an email list to my email subscribers, and also I hope that y'all get signed up for that, so that way y'all can be have your entry for the next giveaway at 5,000 subs too, and just stay up to date with me as well. If y'all are interested in using Bybit, I do have that link down in the description below. Please use the testnet first to make sure you have your algorithm down for trading. And then you can also use Prime XBT. This is for US users to leverage trade. So y'all can use that link down there as well. Right now, I am getting paid in BAT token to browse the web. And that's basically using Brave browser. I get BAT token for clicking on ads. So kind of fun little way to get paid using BAT token. I don't have any on this browser, so to say, but on my other browser I could show y'all like that I'm still getting paid, and they pay you monthly. You can also tip your content creators, so you could tip me in BAT token if you want. I think it appears right next to the YouTube video to just tip. Another fun one, to earn some passive income, y'all can use CryptoTab. So right now I'm mining Bitcoin directly from my computer. I have it on a lower setting since I'm recording a video right now, but if I turn it up to the max, then it's going to use a little bit more hash rate and more computer power for me to mine Bitcoin. But it's, I have it running on a few other computers, and you can run it on your tablets, your phone, whatever you feel necessary. So click that link down in the description below to get signed up to start making that Bitcoin passive income. Then also y'all can follow me on Instagram and Twitter if y'all like. Y'all can donate to the PayPal account also. And with that being said, y'all, I want to thank y'all for coming back again. If y'all are interested in that newsletter, get signed up for it. I'll be sending out the list of the charts that I described today for y'all. So thank y'all for coming back again. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Peace.